I'm Zach Smith with the Static Not Starred team. Today I'll be presenting the Apatos Reshoring toolset. This is intended to support construction detailing, design, and engineering workflows. Our first command is create visualization view. This will give the model some color. It will generate a bunch of generic models tracing the geometry of the structural framing, the floors, the structural columns, and the walls in the structural model, and projecting capacities and loads throughout the building. This is intended to be a support tool to help communicate between those different members of a structural design team and understand where loads are balanced in the building. Our next command is place temporary shoring. This is based off the simple method for reshoring. We are combining the load of the level above, the capacity of the level that we're currently on, the capacity of the reshores that we're selecting, and the load of other structural members like structural framing and walls and columns. Using those numbers, we will distribute the reshoring members throughout the building. The further down you go, the wider the spacing is. And at a certain point, the load no longer needs to be redistributed. It has balanced out once we pass this level. So now that those have been placed, we can generate some deliverables. Create reshoring layout sheets will generate full floor plate sheets. They will contain the reshoring members that we've placed programmatically. They will dimension from center to center of those reshoring members. They will include two schedules, one of the level, which will indicate the loads on that level, and another of the columns, and another of the reshore columns. Where those reshore columns will indicate the number of columns that are on that level, the pours that they're in, the kind of reshore that we're using, the clear shore height, and minimum and maximum heights. And lastly, we'll create pour sheets. This one does take a little bit longer to run just because it generates quite a few more views. But the principle is the same as the reshoring layout sheets. These are just broken into smaller chunks by pour. We represent those pours with scope boxes in the model. So in this one, we'll have 6 different pours projected through 24 levels of the building. On these sheets, we will include the same things that we did on the reshoring layouts. We'll have dimensions between center to center of each shoring column. We'll have a schedule for the load applied to the level, and we'll have another schedule for the shores in that pour. Alright, now we have our sheets. Oh, this is a low level that doesn't have any reshores on it. And here we are. There are our reshores, the dimensions from center to center, the loads applied to our level, and the reshores on this level. Thank you very much. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about how we did it.